Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine your favorite cozy mystery series, you know, the one you curl up with.
Yeah, the comfort read.
Exactly. Now imagine just like rips off its cozy sweater and turns into this massive political thriller. That's basically what we're diving into today.
It really is a kind of seismic event for the Chief Inspector Gamache series. We're looking at the duology that, well, it changed everything. The Gray Wolf, that's number 19, and its sequel, The Black Wolf, number 20.
Right. And our goal here is sort of a shortcut for you to grasp this huge shift. We're not just talking village crime anymore. This is big stuff.
Oh, yeah. Political thriller territory, environmentalism, corruption, even Canadian and American politics crossing over. It gets intense.
And the structure is key, isn't it? These aren't standalone books.
Not at all. They're one continuous story. You absolutely have to read The Gray Wolf first. The plot just carries straight over.
And the fallout is meant to last, like affect future books.
Definitely. The sources say the consequences will, echo throughout the series. This isn't just a detour.
Okay. And holding it all together is that Cree story Gamache tells Jean-Guy about the two wolves inside us.
Exactly. The Gray Wolf and the Black Wolf. It's the core theme. The gray is strong, compassionate, wise. It represents kindness, complexity.
And the Black Wolf.
Cruel, cunning. It stands for hatred, division, the destructive side. And the big question is always, which one wins?
The one you feed, that's the answer, right? The series moral compass.
That's it. So, okay, let's jump into the catalyst. The Gray Wolf, book 19.
And right away, the stakes are just completely different. We're talking about a plan to poison Montreal's entire water supply.
Yeah, forget a single murder. This is potentially tens of thousands of deaths. A mass casualty event, it's huge.
Then how does Gamache even get pulled into something that massive? It starts small, almost.
Deceptively so. Mysterious calls to his private phone line, like his family-only line.
Oh, wow. So the threat is personal from the start.
Instantly. It signals this isn't just professional. And one call is from Jeanne Caron.
Ugh, her. The long-running antagonist. Wait, she calls to taunt him. Because he wouldn't bend the law for her.
Exactly. And her revenge involved hurting his son, Daniel. It's mentioned specifically how she weaponized Daniel's suffering.
Jeez. So this huge conspiracy is immediately tangled up with this really deep personal wound for Gamache.
Right. It makes the corruption feel incredibly painful, not just abstract. It's moral. It's familial.
Okay, so the actual plot kicks off when someone tries to warn Gamache, this biologist, Langlois.
Yeah, a freelance guy. He has a troubled past, drug abuse mentioned, but he's trying to do the right thing, and he gets killed before he can spill everything.
And leaves behind clues, naturally, but cryptic ones.
Super cryptic. A list of weird herbs, a note tied to something found at the Three Pines Church.
And a meeting with an abbot, Dom Philippe, from Saint Gilbert entre Leroux.
Yes, and that's a callback, right? To Book 8, The Beautiful Mystery.
Okay, so this isn't just some random new threat. It connects back into the series' history.
Deep roots. It suggests this conspiracy, whatever it is, has been festering for a while, using established parts of Gamache's world.
And because the threat is so big poisoning water and seems to involve corruption high up, Gamache gets isolated.
Radically isolated. That's a core theme of The Gray Wolf. Him, Jean-Guy Beauvoir, Isabelle Lacoste.
Yeah.
They realize they basically can't trust anyone inside the Sûreté.
Not even his own superior, the one he recommended.
Nope, even he's suspect. It's a massive shift. Gamache usually has the institution, flawed as it is, behind him. Here, he's completely on the outside.
So he has to change tactics, rely on outsiders.
So he's forced to. He teams up with like a grumpy mission director. And he even gives damaging info about himself to this hostile blogger.
Wait, really? Why?
Just to get her access, her ability to dig up data he can't get officially, he basically trades his own reputation for information.
It's desperate. Okay, so the Gray Wolf ends with them stopping the immediate water poisoning. But it's not really over.
Not even close. That leads straight into the Black Wolf. And the driving force there is this chilling realization Gamache has.
Which is?
That he messed up. Big time. He realizes the person they arrested after the water plot, the one they thought was the Black Wolf,
was just a pawn, a distraction.
Exactly. A deliberate misdirection. And Gamache, Mr. Intuition himself, walked right into it. He fell for the trap.
Wow. That's a massive blow to his character. How did the sources explain that? I mean, did readers buy it? Gamache making such a huge error?
Well, they kind of had to, because it's the setup for the real threat. The sources suggest this mistake just highlights how powerful, how insidious the true Black Wolf is.
So the first attack was just phase one.
Just the beginning, the opening move. The real plot is described as deeper and darker. It's gathering strength, preparing something else.
Something more psychological, maybe, if the Black Wolf represents cruelty and cunning.
That's exactly it. The sources say this enemy works by spreading lies, manufacturing enemies, and feeding hatred and division. It's about tearing society apart, not just a physical attack.
That sounds terrifyingly familiar and requires a lot of power, right? Not just one person.
Oh, yeah. This is a network. The enemy needs allies everywhere. The books mention collaborators in law enforcement, in industry, in organized crime, in the halls of government.
So like a shadow state almost, trying to manipulate everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's systemic corruption weaponized.
And Gamache is investigating this while he's sidelined, recovering in Three Pines.
Yeah, he's wounded from the events of the first book, so he's physically confined to the village, which is kind of ironic.
How so?
Well, the cozy setting becomes this unexpected HQ. He's running a totally covert investigation from, like, a quiet church basement.
Just him, Beauvoir, and Lacoste, off the books.
Completely off the grid. They're basically doing digital forensics, digging into what little Langlois left behind. It's not street work anymore, it's data hunting.
Trying to find his missing laptop, notebooks, and those weird numbers on a map.
All that. Plus, they keep coming back to that phrase the Grey Wolf used. In a dry and parched land where there is no water.
That's the key clue to figuring out the next target or who's behind it all.
It seems to be the central thread they're pulling on, yeah. Trying to decode what that means in this context.
And the Black Wolf introduces a new major character, too. This reporter, Shona.
Right. Described as caustic, tough. She apparently has a history with Gamache, and the sources flag her as someone who's going to have ripple effects later in the series.
Adds a different dynamic, I guess. Skepticism from the outside.
Yeah, maybe keeps them grounded, in a way.
Okay, so stepping back. This whole duology is a massive genre shift. Away from the posy mystery. That must have been risky.
Huge risk. And yeah, some readers definitely missed the village focus, the familiar rhythms.
But was it necessary? Did the series need this kind of shakeup?
Well, one source argues pretty strongly that, yeah, maybe it was needed to keep a long-running series from getting, too predictable, stale even. This seismic event, as they called it, injects new energy.
And Three Pines itself, it's still there, but the feeling is different. Not quite that cozy world beneath the covers.
It's definitely not just cozy anymore. But the Black Wolf actually brings the village back into focus more than the Grey Wolf did. It provides that warmth, that contrast to the darkness they're fighting.
So it's like an anchor. You still get those familiar faces. Ray-Marie, obviously. Ruth.
Oh, yeah. Ruth even hitches a ride with Gamache at one point, Duck Rosa in tow, naturally. Those moments are important.
Clara.
They're there. Clara gets her solo art show, which is a big deal for her character arc. The village isn't just wallpaper, it's the heart. It's what they're fighting for, While the world outside feels like it's on fire.
Which brings up the whole topicality thing. Why this story, this intensely political thriller right now, the sources kept saying uncannily prophetic.
It is kind of disturbing, isn't it? How much the plot points resource manipulation, the deep fakes, the political division, the distrust in institutions, how much it all sounds like, like the news.
Like daily news briefs out of Washington was the quote.
Exactly. And apparently the author wrote The Black Wolf before a lot of the real-world stuff it mirrors really blew up.
So it makes the series feel incredibly relevant, almost uncomfortably so. Like fiction is bleeding into reality.
Yeah, it gives it this unexpected weight. It's not just an escape anymore. It's holding up a mirror.
And it changes the characters, too. Gamache, Beauvoir, Lacoste. They don't just solve the case and move on.
No, the sources are clear on that. They are fundamentally changed by this whole ordeal.
Yeah.
It's not just another tough case. This one strips away some of their maybe innocence or their old ways of operating. It leaves scars.
So future books will likely show them dealing with that fallout, approaching things differently.
That seems to be the implication, yeah. This duology has lasting impact on them personally and professionally.
Okay, so bringing it all back. For the reader who maybe does just want that comfort, what's the takeaway? We started with the two wolves.
Right, the gray and the black. And this duology is essentially that battle played out on a huge political stage. Complexity and kindness versus cruelty and cunning.
But there is comfort in the end, despite how dark it gets.
Definitely. That's the underlying promise, isn't it? Gamache, even when he makes mistakes, even when he's pushed to his limit, he represents resilience, relentless kindness. You know he's going to fight for what's right.
So there's a certainty there, an emotional security maybe, that holds even when the plot is chaotic.
Exactly. And maybe that's something people really need right now, that assurance that ultimately the good guys, the complex gray wolves, can still win.
Okay, so that brings us back to the Black Wolf itself. Its main weapon was identified as the ability to spread lies, manufacture enemies, and feed hatred and division.
Yeah, terrifyingly effective.
So if the answer to which wolf wins is truly the one we feed, then the question for you listening is this. In a world where this fictional plot feels unsettlingly like the actual news, what are you using? What tools, what methods are you relying on to spot the misdirection? To figure out which stories, which narratives online, in the news, everywhere are designed to feed that black wolf?
That's the challenge, isn't it?
Something to think about. Keep digging, keep reading, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.